What's up, everyone? This is the Godfather Dictator.
And Sarah from 17.
Welcome back to my chapter 9 of the Master Ninja Gaiden 2. No damage. Can I fucking speak, please?
Master Ninja sounds.
Yeah, Master Ninja. So here, another military chapter with wonderful enemies.
Yeah. I think this might be the worst chapter in the game. Is this the worst chapter in the game, Godfather?
In order, I would rank them 11, 1, 2, then this one.
Oh, I meant from being a pile of dog shit, not necessarily from being difficult.
Yeah. It's definitely not.
Because this is definitely difficult, but not for reasons that you ever want.
Okay. So in that way, yeah, it's really BS. A lot of things are unreliable. For instance, here, the spawn of this is really weird, and at some point, if, for example, you do not hit the rocket guy right there at the beginning, the majority of the time you will see Ryu shooting the blob in the water, or I don't know how these enemies are called.
Oh, those jellyfish.
The jellyfish, there we go. So he's going to prioritize those jellyfish instead of hitting the rocket guy, which is really annoying. Now, you've seen it happen multiple times where I kill every freaking jellyfish in here, then I move a little bit forward, and boom, I fucking, explode from another respawning one. So the best strategy in this area...
What were they thinking?
Because I technically, there's one thing, I never tested it out to try to dispatch them all. Usually there's always a limited number. The problem with that one here is that as you progress, more spawn in front of you, and it makes it really hard to know like the trigger point for certain of them, first of all. So it's really about, to me, impossible to know when the fuck they're all dispatched. Because each time you're going to progress further in the area, there might be another spawn point. And here I almost got tilted towards one. And look at the priority here. I want to shoot that one that's near me. It's going on the opposite direction all the way around until the prioritization in that game is really odd. And you will see that in the next section, because there's something that I destroyed. And people will be wondering, like, why the hell is he destroying that, Well, it's because when you're aiming with the bow, it will sometimes prioritize the weirdest object.
The tiki torches.
Exactly. You know what I'm talking about. So
I do, yeah.
You guys will see what I mean right now. This next section here is, like, one of the most cancer section, I think, in the entire fucking game.
It really is.
And even I found a reliable strat, believe it or not. I found a really good fucking strat for that the fight that you guys are gonna see here. Your aim needs to be on point, because if you miss, it's almost guaranteed you're gonna get hit by rocket. Even running on water, sometimes if you see me, going and doing the snake right now, it's because you can still get hit by. There you go. There's the tiki torch I'm talking about. And then look at this here. It's gonna aim where?
The spotlight.
The spotlight. So another thing you can use to avoid getting hit by the rocket is to jump and shoot an arrow in the air. That will help a lot. So
Did
that's.
you ever shoot the spotlights?
No, because they respawn. Like
wow.
what the hell is that respawning spotlight? So sometimes, depend on the amount that you kill here. You see I killed two at the same time. There was one that
really
landed, and you can barely notice it, but I killed two. Now, there's one thing I'm going to tell you here, because nobody will know. There's still one guy that is alive in the background right now, a rocket. And as soon as you trigger that checkpoint here, he disappear and then enter that wave. Now, why I'm doing it like this? It's because if I go in and kill that last rocket dude, there's a first wave of these guys that will spawn automatically from the rocket dude being dead. But that means that when I reach the Jade Mask,
right?
exactly, there's more. And those guys, even that spot right now that I'm showing, is not reliable for 100%. So if you trigger the other wave and then you get more of these guys also at the same time, like, it's just fucking cancer. And then after, you have to restart the entire section. So to me, that was the best way of doing it. And technically, if I don't say it right now, nobody fucking knows that there's a rocket guy that's still alive. But you know, I'm not gonna lie about that type of stuff on something that I know in the background, but I'm just explaining what goes on in the thought process for, you know, those type of fight that are just absolute cancer.
It's also a necessary evil. By keeping him alive, you make it slightly easier, which is something people need to know.
Yeah. It's definitely for that. It's not because, like, I want to bypass technically the fight. And you know what? Even in the second run, I might fucking do it, but it's most likely going to be really boring. Those enemies are not entertaining to fight. They're not a cool enemy or anything. And actually, if they would have done a Ninja Gaiden 2 Black version, this enemy would have been erased, okay?
This level would have been erased.
There you go.
There'd have been a cutscene of a chopper flight, and that would have been it.
But, I mean, I would have been good with this level without the jellyfish, you know, without those flying enemies, without the multi-rocket dude. So, basically just, you know, Ryu flowing around the jungle.
Yeah, attack ninjas in the jungle. I can get behind that.
Then that's it, you know.
When I'm not swinging on a rope, being sniped.
Yeah. And also, I forgot about this. I think it's the same chapter where we have the acid cave there, right? And
I mean, it just gets so much fun when you get in that place.
Yeah, and that checkpoint right now is also another cancer checkpoint. It's just a really bad checkpoint. Now, the jellyfish appear, so Ryu is, for some reason, prioritizing them. Really freaking annoying. So there, I think I'm going to go with the bow. And there we go. I get rid of the rocket. And I don't know. There must be something down here, but I never go there, and I'm not killing those jellyfish. Like, F that shit, you know?
Yeah, it's such an inviting proposition, isn't it? Fighting an enemy on water in a game where fighting on the water feels awful.
Might be for a skull. I mean, do I need a skull? And here, did you see? It was kind of weird. I was nowhere close to the wire, and he grabbed it again. What was that about? So after all of this, to me, that's a troll near the save point.
Really bad.
Like two tag ninja. Like, come on, guys. Okay, we got rocket before we got all of this. Why the hell do you have to throw, you know, this at us right now, right before the fucking checkpoint? It's just
a big dick move.
Evil. It goes with the game, though. You know,
it does. Ninja Gaiden 2, probably almost certainly a dickhead.
Yeah, certainly is. Easy way to make money. Now, when it comes up to the next fight, I'm really happy with the strategy that I found with the sight. Ended up being a lot more reliable than the lunar for some reason, because
we're talking about the death worm guy.
Yeah. Well, they'll see after, but I'm just telling you basically that I'm really happy about that strat, because in terms of proximity, you stay like close enough, and like going in the air. What's rain or raining death?
I think it's called raining blood. I don't know the specific name, but
in the air, guys, triangle. That's what we're talking about. I'm terrible with the name of the technique in that game.
Do you know the reason why I know the name of the technique, even though I've not played this game in a long time?
Because we
watched a video of that guy called like Darkness is the Cure or the Curse or something, and he was reviewing Ninja Gaiden 2, and he mentioned that the scythe is completely broken. It has the most powerful moves in the game. All you have to do is mash Y on every difficulty and you'll beat it easily because there's no challenge. Like, it was the most ignorant review I've ever watched, but he knew the name of the move.
Oh my god, that's surprising. I would have loved, though, to see him spam Y on Master Ninja. That would be interesting.
I would have paid for it. In fact, I tried to track down his gamertag to see if he'd beat Mentor, and I calculated his gamertag's achievements because I couldn't see it specifically because he had it set to private. And I'm almost certain he did not even beat the game on Mentor, so no Master Ninja for us.
Ah, that's sad. I would have paid to watch that. I love when someone calls shit
still
like
would.
this. And here
he's the kind of guy who would complain the whole time. You can really tell.
And here I was really close to getting hit, by the way, by those freaking bats. Yeah. So right now, like the whole section here, okay, if some people would say, why the hell aren't you killing all the beetle bugs? Well, why the hell would I? You know, that shit is boring as hell. So
Yeah.
the move here is a 360 with the lunar jump, X, and death rain, or whatever Chris said earlier, raining blood.
Which is just mashed Y in midair, right?
Yeah. So it's a 360, square, Y. And then he goes away. Jump, charge again. And why this is the best, again, it's because of the proximity. When you do the 360 with the lunar, it pushes you too far from the boss. And like you just sometimes take damage, as simple as that. Well, this one here does massive damage, keep you close enough, and yeah, there we go.
And you're also judging when he's coming to you by camera shake when he's not on screen.
Yeah.
Because the camera shakes in a certain way when he's getting closer, and that's how he's judging the release, if you're wondering. Because it's random, isn't it? If he comes from in front or behind, it's random.
Yes, it is. Obviously, you like it when he comes, like, forward. Real quick, guys, this fight here is a fight I skip, okay, and I could not find a proper way to do that fight. There's too much, there's no cover at all, so I cannot go with the bow or anything. I cannot go for charge sight attack. Basically, it's just a cancer fight, so it's just a fight I decided to skip. And I didn't
actually know you skipped that one, but I can completely understand why you did.
Yeah, there's not a lot of fight in the game that I skip. And if I skip a fight, which is rare, it's because that fight is ultimately cancer, and I don't see, like, because look, I do cancer fight, you know, like the fight in the previous chapter with the window with the rocket guy shooting at you, that's a fucking cancer fight. I did, but I do cancer fight that I think are manageable. And when I tell you that I think a fight is unmanageable, it's not a fucking good sign, because I tried to push every single fight in that game, and that one I must have tried at least 10 times. And the 10th time that I did it, I was nowhere close to getting it done. So I just came to the simple logic, I'm skipping that stupid ass fight.
They're not even fun to fight, those worms.
They're not fun.
They bust out of the ground, they spam spit at you.
And I mean, people are gonna watch me fight those guys regardless in chapter 10 in the acid cave. So you're gonna see that I can fight those guys, but they're really not enjoyable to fight. And the only reason you're doing it in chapter 10 is that you don't have a choice. You cannot skip those sections without fighting those guys. So, and here I sometimes look back because there's that one spawn that it can be slightly behind, and well, you just want to be on the lookout for that, basically, because if not, when they see you, they have pinpoint accuracy with their cannon. You see, boom.
Yeah, like that guy.
This
is before you turned your sensitivity up as well, isn't it?
Well, before you told me, and I think the worst thing in that is that you told me before, but I think I didn't see it or something, because you told me at the beginning of the run, and then I only turned that up later on. I mean, again, never too late. But that's another thing, guys. In this game, you can change the sensitivity. And it's really important, actually. You know, that's one of the few better aspect, I would say, of this game compared to NGB for me. And, I mean, can I say that on anything else in that game? To me, that is better than NGB. Not really, you know. And
well, for me, the camera in this is better than NGB, but that's just because I don't have 10,000 hours on it, and it inverts X.
Yes, but I think it's for the invert that you're, like, that is kind of cancer.
I can't play NGB, like, because of that. And also, one thing that I wish it had is, I wish it had Sigma's camera control, you know, where the right stick uses the camera as normal. If they could just put that into it, then I would love to delve into that game, but I am so autistic, it triggers me.
But it's because you're used to that one, where this one here is like this also. Ninja Gaiden 2, you use your right stick to move the camera. you know?
Yeah, well, pretty much every game is standardized that way, isn't it? It's just Ninja Gaiden Black came out before that was a standardized thing.
Yeah, and it's just again, it's something you gotta get used to, and it's probably because you haven't played enough back then to really get used to it and get a feel.
Dude,
for
I
it.
played for 15 minutes. I didn't even get out that start bit, and I turned it off.
So there,
Because the moment I found out you could get Black on 360 and it was emulating Xbox, I got it immediately because I'd always wanted to play it.
Yeah.
And then the camera was just like, nope.
Okay, so those guys are cancer. Here is the safe spot to fight them. Blood River at the end. I tried also. I can't fucking do it. There's too many of them. There's no safe spot. Yeah, I don't see anyone in the right mind anyway would try to get rid of them in the Blood River.
There's a couple of parts of that river where it can be a safe spot, but they're not consistent enough for them to be safe. So yeah, I get why you skipped it.
Yeah. Another thing is how many of those guys is there in that river? I mean, here is not that bad, but in the other one, damn, it's like, dude, that shit is.
Why do they exist? Like, what is the point of this?
I have no clue, man.
Because they've even got this yellow belly that makes you think, oh, a well-placed shot to the yellow belly might kill them really quickly.
No, it's just there for fun.
It's just pretty and stupid.
Pretty stupid, right?
I just don't understand.
And you don't have a choice to get rid of those guys because you cannot basically deactivate the barrier, you know?
Yeah, it's a mandatory fight against shit fish.
It is. Now, something I'm going to say about that part too was almost going to do that Fiend challenge here, okay? I did not do it, and the reason why, it's not only because it's shit, it's Golden Van Gelf with the marionette type of dude, you know,
I know the ones, from
the puppet.
Forest.
Yeah, exactly. Those guys. Okay, I don't know what they're called, but these
I think
guys
they might
combined.
be called marionettes, like Bloody Marys or something.
Yes, Bloody Marys. So okay, it's cancer, but the reward is a talisman of rebirth. So no, thank you. You know, no, thank you. The only thing that would make me do a Fiend challenge is if it's the Jewel of the Demon Seal, like this one,
or a fully upgraded Unlaboured Flawlessness.
Yeah, that too, or a Spirit of the Devil. You know, either way, I need a worthy reward because, like Talisman of Rebirth, Life of Thousand God, totally freaking useless in that case.
Fantastic on a casual run, but not so good on this one.
No, definitely not. One thing also that's worth mentioning, and in here actually for casual, is that a Life of the Thousand God in that game is actually really good due to the fact that it's a full heal included.
Heals, yeah.
In Ninja Gaiden Black, a Life of the Thousand God, it just increases your HP. It does not heal you or anything. So that's kind of good to know because this one here, it will kind of replace, I think they're called Grain of Spiritual, anyway, those bigger elixir, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
These, it will replace one of those. So that's actually really good to know for anyone that's playing for fun because you can gather them, and if you don't really need to use them to upgrade your life bar, you can use them as a safety net. In a situation where you would lose too much health and you don't want to use a potion or anything, you can use those. So
That's right.
here I don't understand why it didn't connect. That was weird. Did you think I hit like part of that tree and it blocked me? I mean that's what must have happened, but I think it was just like really fucking odd.
I think it might be the range limitation of the Tonfa as well. There's times when it just doesn't have the range that it needs to complete.
So now though that I'm doing that chapter, I realize it's quite a short chapter. It's not a really like long chapter in here, right?
Well, this is all, the start is all miserable and horrible, and then the middle is miserable and horrible, and then this is just kind of smooth sailing.
Semi-miserable?
Yeah, you know, it's like doable miserable, and you might smile once, but don't get carried away.
Last fight though is kind of cancer.
Is that with the Quetzalcoatl's?
It's in the canyon.
With the flying guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect with the...
If you land your piercing voice, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. And you'll say, I don't know, have you seen that fight or no?
I have seen it, yes.
Oh, okay. So you'll
Have you seen the dragon that you fight on Sigma 2?
No, I don't know.
You fight a full-blown dragon here. It's like a weird thing, walking about doing its stuff.
Oh,
It looks
yeah?
quite interesting. Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever got that
flying
far.
dragons.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever
It's just
got
this
that far.
big winged black dragon dude that stomps about.
Does it look cool though?
It looks pretty cool, yeah.
But when you say that stomp about, it makes you sound like the final boss in there or something?
No, he doesn't literally do a can standing up.
Okay. Like you don't see just his feet basically, or his legs and feet.
No, it's not ancient dragon from Dark Souls 2 where you spend 40 minutes chipping his toenail.
All right. So here I had found kind of a nice strategy where, because they always have kind of the same pattern right from the beginning, you can jump, and if you throw the piercing void at that place here, you're pretty much guaranteed
damage.
That's the good thing though about that fight, because without this, just the arrow,
it's really boring.
Would be and look at it. This here, I don't know how I hit them. Did you see that?
Wow.
I don't know how I did that, because for those that don't know, guys, it's really hard to gauge that thing like this in the air. So I think I got really lucky, and it made up for a nice highlight of the chapter. So I hope you guys enjoyed the chapter. I'm gonna let Mr. Seraphim conclude. Lesser Ninja, how dare they? All right.
The best ninja. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and you take care now.